Now, I thought today, ladies and gentlemen, for the tipping side of the podcast here on Kick It to Scoops, I thought I'd have a very special fan guest on the program. His name is Shannon. You may know him from my live streams. He's a very loyal fan. Shannon, welcome, mate.
Thank you.
No worries, mate. And before we go through the tips here, mate, it's your birthday, Shannon. Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you.
No worries. Now I've known that you're a very, very good tipster, mate. And do you want to tell the audience that you got 9 out of 9 for the round just gone?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yep, I'm happy with that.
And this is not the only week that you've hit 9 out of 9, Shannon. Is this the second or third time? Is that correct?
Second time I did.
That's very good, mate. Now we'll move on to the tipping, mate, because we've got no time to lose. So let's go through the tips, mate. It starts all the way on Friday night at the MCG, Shannon, 7:50 Victorian time. It's the Pies hosting the Blues. Shannon, who are you going for, mate?
I think I'll go Collingwood.
How much do you reckon?
34.
34. An interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the Pies as well, Shannon. I think they're going to win by 25 points. Okay, now we'll move on to the Saturday games. First is at Mars Stadium in Ballarat, Shannon. It's the Western Bulldogs hosting the Giants, 5th v 7th. This is a big game for the top 8 spot, Shannon.
Mm.
Who will you be going for, mate?
Dogs.
How much you reckon?
I think Dogs get it done by 15. It'll be close.
It will be a close one. Now, also at 1:45 on Saturday Victorian time at GMHBA Stadium, it's Geelong hosting Fremantle. Who are you going for here, Shannon?
This is a really easy tip. I'm going Geelong to win.
Okay, how much do you reckon, mate?
I think the Cats will get it done by 69. Just
Okay,
blow the Dockers out of the water.
Fair enough. And for the Bulldogs-Giants game, I forgot to tip. I'll be tipping the Giants in what some people may call an upset. The Giants are in red-hot form at the moment. 6 wins at the last 7 games, I think. So they're in really good form. And they're in the 8 right now and well-deserved, the Giants. They had a good win over the Suns on Sunday, and they got a great run home to potentially stay in the top 8. As for the next game, Geelong and Fremantle, yeah, I think Geelong will win, unfortunately. Too good for probably 30-odd points, Shannon. But we do know, though, that Dockers have won the last few games at GMHA, or 2 of the last 4 years. They've won 2 games there, the Dockers. So if anyone's going to beat Geelong and Geelong, well, the Dockers know how to do it. But, yeah, they're not in the greatest of form, so I'll be tipping Geelong by 30 points. The next game, Shannon, we're going to go through, mate, is on Saturday twilight. It's the Q Clash, Shannon. It's the Suns hosting the Brisbane Lions. Who are you going for here?
I'll go Brisbane, even though they're going to be without Will Ashcroft for the remainder of the season.
Yes, with an ACL injury, that's not good. Not good at all. However, we wish Will all the best. So how much are you going to the Brisbane Lions for, mate?
I'll go Brisbane by 40.
40, yeah. Twilight Clash at Heritage Bank Stadium. I'll be going for the Brisbane Lions by 40. The Suns, their final chances are slipping further and further away. They're a mathematical chance. They'd have to win every remaining game from here. If they lose this, it's officially over for them. Then the next clash we're going to go through, Shannon, Saturday night at Marvel Stadium. It's Essendon hosting the Swans, 7:25 Vic time. Who are you going for, mate?
Who did I tip? Let's go for the... Oh, sorry, wrong button.
That's okay. Essendon v Swans, mate, at Marvel. Who are you going for? Who will you be going for in this one, Shannon?
I'll go to Bombers.
The Bombers, how much, mate?
Bombers by... Let's go Bombers by 24, by 5 goals.
24. Okay. I'm going to be tipping the Swans by 25 points. The Swans are in red-hot form. They had a great win over the Dockers on Saturday night at Optus. So I'll be tipping the Swans there. Now, one of the biggest games of the round, Shannon, it's the Adelaide Oval Showdown. The Crows hosting the Power. 7:40 time. Sorry?
Showdown number
I'm not sure the showdown number, but they're always very close. We know about Jordan Dawson earlier in the year. Hurt the Port fans hard.
I know.
Who are you going for, mate?
I know Port Adelaide have won 27.
Yeah.
Adelaide have won 26.
Something like that. It's very, very even, mate. But yeah, the showdown. Crows hosting the Power 7:40 Vic time Saturday night. Who are you going for, mate? Obviously, the Crows will be losing Isaac Rankin to a hamstring injury. Who will you be going for?
No, Willie Rioli is out with a suspension.
For 2 weeks for that hit on Nathan Murphy. Yeah, that's right. Not a good incident. And I mentioned that earlier on Scoop Show Spain, which everyone will have left their thoughts already. But who are you going for in Adelaide and Port, mate?
I'm going Port Adelaide. They just lost to Collingwood, and I
They
reckon they'll
did?
bounce back.
I think they'll
Try
bounce
and
back
get
as well.
away from the Lions, who are the
Yeah,
game behind.
I think the Power will bounce back, mate, and that may eliminate the Crows from making the finals as well. Rory Laird should be a good in for the Crows as well, all being going well. But I'm going for the Power here to end the Crows' season. Now, the game's on Sunday, Shannon. First, on Sunday at Marvel Stadium, 1:10 Victorian time, it's Hawthorn hosting my Saints. Who are you going for, Shannon?
I forgot. Now, for the Port and Crows game, I'm going Port by 30.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Now, on Sunday at Marvel Stadium, it's the Hawks hosting my Saints, 1:10 Vic time at Marvel. Shannon, who are you going for?
Now, the Saints are coming off a very close win against North. And
Yes, they have. Yes.
Hawthorn coming off a disappointing 1-point loss to Richmond. They choked a 36-point lead.
They sure did, mate. They did blow it, mate, and they'd be very disappointed. Yes, they're in a rebuilding stage, but they'd be very disappointing of how they coughed up a 6-goal lead. But Shannon, Hawks and Saints. Hawthorn has had some good games lately. The Saints been a bit scratchy, but we're still 6 on the ladder. Who are you tipping here?
I think I'll go to Saints because Cardi didn't tip the Saints. He tipped North.
He did.
And
he did.
Of course.
He changed it.
And of course,
he changed it.
And of course, he will be getting on for his footy tipping video on Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
We will keep an eye out for that, Shannon. Yes, on Cardi's channel. Now, so St Kilda, how much, Shannon?
I'm going Saints by 35.
Saints by 35. I'm going to go the Saints by 20 points. It should be a win. We'll have to wait and see what St Kilda turns up. All right. Also on Sunday at 3:20 at the MCG Victorian time, it's the Tigers hosting the Demons. Shannon, who are you going for here?
I think I'm going to go to Demons because they just come off a 4-point win against the Crows.
They did. Yes.
Both teams coming off good wins on the weekend.
And they were in close ones.
Coming off a 1-point win against Hawthorn.
They were. So who are you going for in this one, mate?
I'm going to go to D's to put an end to the Tigers' seasons.
It might not ruin it, but it will hurt it. But yeah, so Demons by how much, mate?
So I'm going to go to D's by 25 and put a dent in Richmond's percentage.
Yes, that's a good point, considering a few teams, Carlton and Geelong, are on the same points with the draw compared to the other teams around. They haven't had a draw. So that's a good point there, Shannon, you make with the percentage with the teams like Carlton and Geelong the same points as Richmond. I'll be tipping Melbourne in this one. With no degree of confidence, I'll go Melbourne by 10 points. In the final game, Shannon, at Optus Stadium, Victorian time, 4:40. It's your Eagles, mate, hosting the North Melbourne Football Club. Who will you be going for? Is your team finally going to get the win?
I think, I'm going to tip the Eagles, even though it is a home game. And before I go through my margin, I was on the Centre Bounces StreamYard earlier.
Okay, yep. So who will you be? How much are you tipping the Eagles by?
I'll go the Eagles by 40 to try and get off the bottom of the ladder.
Yep.
And Sam Seaton copped a 2-game
ban. He did. Dangerous tackle on Alex Chincotta. That's right, he did. So you know what, Shannon? Because it's your birthday and because it's in Perth, I'll be tipping the West Coast Eagles by 10 points. Shannon, thank you very much, mate, for coming on the podcast, mate, and we'll look forward to hearing you on the live streams with me and everyone else more often. Thanks for coming on, mate.
That's all right.